Hey, it's Dorleen. Today I'm going to talk about this layout that I created using a sketch. Now, I did film a process video and then I had some trouble with it and then it got deleted somehow, and anyhow, it was a mess. So I just thought I would just talk about the layout instead of doing the process. So this was working off a sketch, and the sketch had small boxes here and also here. And so originally I was going to just do like maybe gift boxes or little squares like presents. And then I remembered that I had all these small photos from my what I call December daily. Basically, I take a picture, at least one picture a day in the month of December. And I try to take pictures of things that I probably wouldn't normally, like stuff you kind of take it, I don't know, for granted, I guess. So these were some goodies that we had taken or eaten. This was a picture of the McRib, things like that, just silliness. This was my daughter made me some bracelets for my birthday because I'm a December baby, and just some random photos. I obviously have more since it's a photo a day, but these photos, I don't necessarily need them in a 4x6 or a 3x4. So what I do is I just go to my local Walgreens, and I'm sure any photo processing place can do this, and I create a collage with the 4x6 as the base. And if you add 2 photos, you get like a wallet size, but if you add more, you get these little kind of stamp, postage stamp size. So that's what I do every year. And I also do that when we're traveling or just events where you don't necessarily need a big picture, like I said, but you do want to also have the picture. So something like, your food, or if you're drinking something special, unless you want to do a layout with that photo, of course, that's up to you. But a lot of times they just kind of accent to the story. They're not necessarily the main portion of a story. So anyhow, I that's what I do, and I do that a lot. But so I got 11 pictures on this layout, which I was pretty excited about. So let me go ahead and go through and tell you what I did. So I used this red polka dot paper as the base, and then I just added or cut down my white cardstock 3/4 of an inch on 2 sides, which makes it an 11 1/4 inch square piece of paper. Now, normally I will gut the middle of papers like this, especially because they're both pretty good weight, but I have a lot of this red dotted paper, so I wasn't going to be too concerned about it. So the layout itself is pretty simple. I added this circle here, and I wanted to show you, I think probably many of us longtime scrapbookers started using Creative Memories, and this was one of the first tools that I ever bought. This was the circle, and I also have the oval cutters. So I cut the white and the green using the smaller, and then of course these little for the cutting system. So it's always fun to use products, and I've had this for 22 years because I started scrapbooking in 2000, and it's still a tool I use all the time. So I cut out my circle, and then I used this from, I guess, Thickers, and they have a bunch of different bases, and this one I just used the straight base, and it's just a clear plastic, and I used some letter stickers, and what you do is you put the letter stickers on the base, like half on, half off. I usually do about 1/3 on, 2/3 off, and then you line up your letters, and then when they're all on here, you move this around so you get a better idea of where you want it. Once you know where you're going to put it, you use your finger to put down the adhesive for the stickers, and then just pull this part off, and then push down the remainder of the stickers. I hope that makes sense. Again, I had a process video, and it's a long story. Remember was on there using the guide, and December I used with tweezers, just following the guidelines of the Remember. I added some red pearls that are by Queen and Company, and did a little bit of splatter using my Color Splash or Color Silk from Fun Stamper's Journey. The paper that I used to cut the circle is double-sided, so on the back side I cut the banners, got a red piece of scrap paper, and I fishtailed the edges. And by doing that, something as simple as this, you grab both ends because I wanted them to be the same, and then do it. You eyeball the center. This is not a good example because it's rounded, but normally it would be squared. And then you go to the corner up to the end of your slit on both sides. And that gives you the fishtail. Again, this is not really a great example because that corner was rounded, but you can see what I mean. Now, if you are a perfectionist, you can obviously measure the halfway point using a ruler, put a dot where you want it, and then before you do your slits, I just eyeball everything. So I did that here, and then also I added the little flags on the ends of the pictures. So that is it, besides a little bit of journaling. And I really like it. It's super cute, super simple, enough to just tell the story. I do have to make a second layout because I have a lot more pictures. Since it was a photo a day, I have a lot more pictures. But I hope you enjoy this. And again, I'm sorry that it wasn't an actual process video, but if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. I hope you like this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I do at least 2 videos a week. One will always be scrapbooking, and the second one may or may not be scrapbooking, but it's always something I'm creating in the Command Center, which is the name of my craft room and also the name of my blog. My blog will be listed down below, so I'll give more details on what I used. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.